running. You know I cannot stop. Remember I had a little. Turned that to a lot.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see Montreal playing against Phoenix. For Phoenix, playing under 500 basketball over the last...
Oh, say does that star
We have an interconference, and with... Thank you, David. Doris talking about teams with title hopes this year. What are some key intangibles that most champions possess, do you see?
Probably chemistry would be the first thing that comes to mind. You have to have an unselfish group committed to the whole as opposed to their individual success. I think obviously commitment in terms of your everyday work habits are important. You have to have great coaching, but the bottom line is, in the NBA, talent wins.
Here are the starters for Montreal. Clint Capella is out there with Young. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Satoransky in at the 2 spot. Here's Portis, just 5 to shoot. A beautiful reverse layup. Portis has got the game going here with the first basket for Phoenix.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Screen by Capella. Young, a screen on Bledsoe. There's a screen. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Lamb. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, what you know about Paul, he sees everything as it develops. That time he hits the wide open man.
Bledsoe kicks to Lamb. Capella against Cantor. Cantor sets the pick for Lamb. Here's Bledsoe, and Bledsoe with the stuff.
Well, listen, this guy's an impressive leaper. Bledsoe able to rise to the rim with relative ease.
Satoransky, the pass to Young. Here's Satoransky, pass to Paul. Takes a shot at the elbow, and a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Paul's got his first basket of the night.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, the defense better take notice because you can't let guys get comfy shooting from their spots.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
1:56 left in the first quarter. Paul outside. Barnes against Leonard. From 12 feet out. That's short off the rim.
Well, I wouldn't say the D was exceptional, but it certainly was enough to bother him.
And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench. A great array of post moves to pick from.
Here's Satoransky. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got his first points in this one.
Boy, you gotta appreciate the move. I know I did. Going to the finger roll to get the ball over the D.
And Lamb kicks to Leonard. Cantor with a screen on Barnes. Here's Leonard. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Now here's Barnes. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
But, Kev, that's just the perfect example of improved strength by Barnes, able to finish +1.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
Ball against Bledsoe. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Leonard against Barnes. And again, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 7 points in the game. Here's Satoransky, covered by Lamb. There's the pick. Young from outside trains the three-pointer.
Kev, no hesitation whatsoever from Thaddeus Young. Just pulls the trigger immediately.
Outside Leonard, three-pointer, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Montreal ahead, up 1. 2K Sports, back to Phoenix after this. You talk to Chris Paul, and it's clear he was born.
Fortunately, I've always been vertically challenged.
Vertically challenged, that's classic coming from Chris Paul. But, you know, seriously, Greg, he's taken that challenge and made the most of what he's got. A terrific player.
Really, and you know what? He's actually turned that challenge on his head when he goes right at much bigger players and uses their size against them.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
I mean, tremendous ball and body movement to start this game.
I think they're moving the basketball incredibly well and getting to the right spots on the floor, and it's really providing easy opportunities.
Portis is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Bledsoe in at point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Lamb. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot. Hey, Doris, with all the switching on defense, it seems like everyone has to be able to guard both inside and on the perimeter. Do you see us becoming even more of a positionless league?
You know, this is a fascinating aspect to me because you focus on a player like Draymond Green, who coming out of Michigan State was considered a tweener, somebody who was neither a guard nor a forward and didn't have the requisite skill set to be effective in the NBA. But there is true value to players, be it at the small forward, the power forward, or the center position. Because the league is such a heavy pick and roll, because the floor is so spread, Kevin, the guys who have the kind of lateral mobility and the basketball IQ to switch onto smaller players and stay in front and contest shots, they're crucial. For right now, this is the trend, and I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon.
And so it's Montreal now, following the three from Eric Bledsoe. And Satoransky kicks to Barnes. And he gets it to go. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
Well, defender trying to work through that pick, but gets lost, and Harrison Barnes makes him pay.
To the middle, deflects the pass. The shot's good from Kanter.
And I'll tell you, good work to pound it down low and finish in tight.
Bledsoe against Paul. Nobody near Barnes. No good on the triple.
Boy, all sorts of space around him. If he can't hit those, the defense not going to worry too much about him.
There's a screen by Kanter. Leonard dishes to Bledsoe. Kanter with a screen on Paul. Bledsoe passes to Kanter. Shoots over Capella, and Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
Well, you know what this Suns team wants to do when they go up against you? They are looking to get out in the open floor and get easy baskets off transition. One of the best teams in the league when it comes to capitalizing on the break.
Al Paul following the three-point attempt by Eric Bledsoe. From the baseline. Phoenix grabs the miss. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And how about the effort that they put forth in that game, playing just lockdown D?
Well, you know what they say, defense wins championships, and they made a huge effort to shut them down.
Pass to Portis. Lets the three fly. Here's Kanter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kanter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love that Kanter will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Now here's Paul. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
I'll tell you, they're willing to give him that shot, and he takes advantage of it.
Bledsoe kicks to Portis. Back to Bledsoe. 15 seconds left in the first half of basketball. He feeds it to Cantor. And he lays it straight in. Cantor's got 6 points.
The efficiency of Enes Kanter is impressive. This guy's massive on the blocks and knows how to score.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
Hello again,
Show.
everybody. Boy, what a crowd joined. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. And it's just about time.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. Suns leading by 3.
And when I watch Eric Bledsoe, I really feel like he's at his best when he's kind of prodding a defense. So hard to keep away from the rim. When he attacks, it just opens everything else up in his offensive game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for Montreal, Harrison Barnes is out there with Young. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Zadaramsky in at the 2-guard spot.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
And Lamb kicks to Cantor. On the wing, Lamb. They set the pick. The three-pointer, no good. And Greg, as you said, the aggressiveness Bledsoe has going to the rim is a key for him to getting those open shots then on the perimeter.
And the team is at their best when he is in attack mode. Opens up lanes for cuts as you just can't keep him out of the paint. Knows when to drop off a pass after he beats his opponent as well for an easy score. And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Screen by Young. Paul kicks to Barnes. Capella sets a screen for Barnes. 5 on the clock. The pass to Zadaramsky. Sinks the three-pointer. Zadaramsky's got his second bucket tonight.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
It's stolen by Lamb. He dishes it to Leonard. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Now here's Lamb. He's covered closely. Pocket 6. Out of bounds. Montreal takes possession. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for Phoenix.
And the front line carrying the load offensively. They always say reward the big men and credit the guards for getting them the ball and enabling these guys to fill it up.
Here's Paul, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Doris, with defensive rules now allowing teams to play a sort of soft zone, does that make it easier to hide bad defensive players on your team?
Well, it certainly gives you one avenue. I don't think you can play zone in the NBA for any extended periods because the coaching is too good and the skill level of the players would destroy a zone if you gave a steady diet of it. I do believe, however, that hiding a defensive weakness comes down to personnel. How many can you hide on one particular floor? Somebody's going to get exposed somewhere if there's too many.
No doubt. Cantor dishes to Leonard. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Montreal trails by 5. Paul passes to Capella. Paul outside. Over Bledsoe. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And that's now 6 points for Chris Paul. Cantor with a screen on Barnes. And a wide open look for Lamb. That 3 off the mark. Montreal has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, you just wonder if maybe he should take it inside when they're playing so far off him.
Count that one. And it's 7 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And here's Leonard. Three-pointer. No good from Lamb. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Phoenix Suns. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We come back right after this. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Case.
Don't give in.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Here's Paul. Bledsoe is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Portis in at the 4. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Barnes with it. Working on Portis. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Barnes.
Now, this is about the development of Harrison Barnes' body. You know, physically he's tougher, which usually makes you mentally tougher. And what you admire is that he enjoys putting in the work.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
They set the screen. Back to Bledsoe. Over in the corner, Lamb. No good that time. And it's Montreal the other way.
I'll tell you, they've had to look elsewhere for their scoring, and they've gotten it. This guy has had very little impact on the game offensively.
Paul kicks to Satoransky. The feed now to Barnes to take the lead. And Kanter pulls it down. The Suns leading. Leonard dishes to Bledsoe. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Portis can't get it to go. Montreal has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. They get it again. And it's Capella missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Kanter, the pass to Bledsoe. 11 feet out, and he hits it. And the Suns lead by 3.
Well, a guy who usually likes to take it all the way to the rack. Bledsoe's developing a nice in-between game.
Capella with a screen on Bledsoe. Paul kicks to Capella. Feeds it to Barnes. Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And finished off by Leonard.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
There's the pick. Screen by Capella. And Satoransky kicks to Paul. It's the three-point bomb.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Kanter with a screen on Paul. Bledsoe against Paul. Right side, Leonard. This is to Kanter. Lock at 6. Bledsoe outside. On the high post. Second chance shot. Portis can't get it to go. For Montreal, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Barnes kicks to Satoransky. Paul outside. To the inside. Stolen by Kanter. Here's Lamb. Second chance shot. Buries it.
And this atmosphere is banana.
No doubt. You love seeing him knock down the clutch basket.
Montreal calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dwayne Casey's just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
You know, when he started out in his career, he was a little bit inconsistent at the free throw line, but now Bledsoe, not a guy you want to put at the charity stripe.
Leonard against Barnes. Leonard with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Leonard's got the ball, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Boy, what great speed he's got, Greg. Just phenomenal work getting all the way to the cup in transition.
Chalmers with a screen on Jones. Here's Temple. Montreal again missing. Now here's Lawson. So the Suns win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
Jeremy Lamb, Kevin Love's stat line.